He was surrounded by everyone, but heard no one. He was convinced his brilliance came from within, until the silence proved otherwise. They used to say he had lightning in his fingertips. They could have been right. He believed them, nonetheless. Clients came from around the world to watch him work. Though there was never much to see, a clean desk, a glass wall, a pen held loosely in his hand like it knew what to do without him. And then, something, a phrase, a product, a concept. Each time, it struck like prophecy. Old firms reinvented themselves. Startups became unicorns. And the whisper passed from boardroom to dinner party. He had something others didn't. He told himself he listened well, that the voices around him helped somehow. But over time, their words blurred together. The intern's joke, the secretary's comment, the engineer's complaint, all just static, soft rustlings beneath the whirring hum of genius. He didn't leave the company, not physically anyway. He still showed up, suited, present, but gradually, invisibly, he stopped hearing anyone. In meetings, his silence became reverence. No one interrupted it. When he finally spoke, they leaned forward, ready to catch the thunder. But the thunder stopped. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just a slow fall from grace. One idea stumbled, the next repeated something old. Soon, his suggestions felt warmed over, predictable, safe. He insisted the ideas were misunderstood. Then came the excuses. The team lacked initiative. The culture had gone soft. He requested more silence, fewer meetings, less input. He asked for time off to protect the flow. And then, nothing. Ideas no longer visited. He showed up to work, hands ready, but they never danced. He took walks, he fasted, he spent hours staring at blank pages. Still, nothing. This went on for weeks. Then one night, he stayed at the office a bit late. The janitor passed through humming a tune. Off-key, irritating. He nearly asked him to stop. But something in that disjointed rhythm stirred a memory. Years ago, in the early days, he'd been walking home past a construction site. Someone yelled, crude, unfiltered, and the cadence of those words had sparked a successful product launch. He hadn't thought about that moment in years. Another memory came. The engineer in the kitchen had spilled her coffee and muttered something strange about entropy. He had laughed at the time, but the phrase, "entropy loves convenience," had wound up as the tagline for their most successful ad campaign. That's when it hit him. These ideas hadn't come from him. They'd come through him. And more often than not, they had entered disguised in the ordinary, the awkward, the ignored. He was the first one in the office the next day. He didn't announce a comeback. He didn't schedule a press release. But he began listening when a young intern pitched an idea at lunch. Rushed, barely formed. He didn't correct it. He asked a question. He started walking the floors more. Not to oversee, just to hear. He kept a small notebook in his pocket. Not to capture genius, but to record the mundane. Eventually, the ideas returned. Slowly, they came in pieces. From an overheard argument in the hallway, a child's drawing taped to the break room fridge, a typo on a feedback form. He let them build slowly, without force. He gave credit freely. When clients asked where the brilliance came from, he smiled and pointed to the window. Depends on the weather, he'd say. Years later, a reporter asked him what had changed. Why his ideas had become quieter yet deeper. He paused, then said, "The best things pass through us when we get out of the way. The rest," he tapped his pen twice on the table, "is just noise and mucus."